I may need a little extra time, but I think I fixed out the issue with the microphone. I do not know for certain, but through my tests it appears to have worked. But I'm just waiting for the exceptions to end in Minecraft. I do hope to use the creative lane and explore it. Mainly because I do want to see what the world is. I have already explored it a little bit though. I have opened Everbloom Everbloom Season 0 in a copy seed, and I have tested some things out and explored a little bit already. But this is mainly a seeing what there is type thing, because I do not know. Like, I haven't fully explored Tech Reborn, and I like that to change. And also, I've been busy with certain things, but I'm hoping that, I can work on it more. After all, it's been 11 days since last I opened Everbloom Everbloom. Again, I am sorry. I thought I was going to be able to play it every day for about an hour, but I haven't actually done it. Mainly because of... I can't actually say that on stream due to it being a file of, like, its ability to accidentally say where I live. I am sorry. My Minecraft is almost loaded though. I'll probably move it to the game screen now. Game capture. 1.21.4. There. So what I was testing last, though I do remember this, is the elevator block and how it works, and double checking the grinder. You usually don't see that part of the video, being the loading everything I plan on going to. Tab still does the same things. Wait, can I set game? I actually haven't done it in this. Respect video settings, controls, music and sounds difficulty. How do I turn on cheats when I'm already in the world? Also, that's not my skin. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can change it to... Can I change it to this? So, yeah, these are just the two words I have. Set icon, make backup, open backups folder, optimize world. World folder. Yeah, I don't think I can. Oh well. It was a good thing to try and figure out if I can or not. I'm still trying to fine-tune the volume controls. Get back up. So again, this area right here, there are trees in the seed originally. But right here is where I had built my house, and there the farm and the start of the sugar farm. And what I plan on doing is building a castle-like thing over there again, like I had done before I changed computers once again. Again, this was a test for elevators, which is actually quite fun to do this for. But not against the point. This was the nether portal. If you need a refresher on that, I have yet to actually build it fully. And now we're going to a little bit more of unexplored, but this is where I got the horse. I still need a saddle for. Again, I have yet to go down this mine. What in the world is this? Again, I'm not using this to cheat, but Creative World to cheat, like I did on the other world. Which I did eventually just give up on because of that. And also because I didn't want to try and take it over the rubber tree. You'll see a bunch of them in here. I grow here. I grow everywhere. I have a bunch of plans for Season 0 of Everbloom Everbloom that take up this island. Actually, I could just show you the map of the island so far I have. I have these areas yet to explore. But especially this jungle area I want to fill in. As you can see, some of the areas I've been to have fully loaded now. I don't know a faster mode of transportation than flying. But again, my little home is just right here. And my plan for at least Season 0 is to build something to fill this entire jungle area. Again, I'm just exploring what's above. I do have a green bed for when everything goes on. I don't know for certain if this is working. But going back to where I was, we're going to get into testing. What is this? I can use this information later. But I won't. Don't need it. So, in Everbloom Everbloom, though, I will say I have one recurring theme I really want to test out. Oh, I'm so sorry. I should say that I'm using a camera as a microphone, which is not that easy to utilize, and I have yet to figure out what to do with the cords, so it's not constantly making clicking noises, which is the downside to using it. So far I have it under the... and I'm just going to leave it like that. And just have to be careful with my hair that it doesn't go make a bailed bang when it falls, if it does. It's in a weird position. But again, this creative testing world is to see what I can build. This kind of looks like a butterfly. Oh well. Against the point. So again, there will be nothing past, like, this point, where the sand ends, at least that I plan on building. Like, if I do build something over here, it'll probably be small. But I do have a very specific reason for that, being that this is where the first day base was for this survival version. And that has a network of chambers of strip mines. So I don't want that to be in the final of the series. So I've moved my stuff here where it's just out of the minimap. Like, you'd be lucky if you even catch a glimpse of it. Especially when underground. At least I don't think there has been. I don't really pay much attention to the minimap unless needed. Like for when I got the amethyst. Which, that's why I'm going to be doing creative streams for a little bit while I finish episode 1 or 2. Oh, there's wolves up here. I want to see how you animate. Okay, that's enough watching. Okay, what are the blocks at my disposal from Tech Reborn is now what I have to look at. How does that look? Kind of like a quartzy rock. Again, I'm trying to look at what the palettes I could use are. Because I don't have a definitive idea yet, that's why I'm doing this. I do have an elytra in the creative mode, just so that if I need to do any looking from the sky, I can. Again, this is just a, like, I've recently learned it in art class, that's called a thumbnail, but it's like to sketch out ideas specifically. So I'm just looking at what's all at my disposal. Bronze. Oh, bronze, steel, silver, sapphire, diamond, netherite. Oh, steel boots are good. Yeah. I will probably be putting Everbloom Dandelion things that I make myself into this every so often, though. But I do want to make, like, as a final product, as I make it, be like separate dimensional areas that rely on previous areas to get to. But I need to work on that a little longer. Oh, that's a weird funky block. Okay, there's redstone. I have yet to see how that's affected by, especially since I have a redstone mod, like how that would work. Okay, so this is function. I do want to see what this does. Fluid, replicator, fishing, launchpad, elevator, launchpad. Let's see what that does. Lightning rod. Again, I haven't really played with how do you transport liquids? What in the world's a vault? Again, I haven't really looked at any of these. Uses the power of any water source adjacent to the generator. Again, I haven't really used any of these. Again, this is to taste. It's not really. I wish that this had the ability to play like constant songs. I might just... Again, I'm still trying to figure out how I make an episode. Oh, I have a lot of colors to choose from. If I knew how to get a lot of, like, peridot, ruby, sapphire, and garnet, I would. Actually, that's giving me an idea. Also, there's an orange and purple missing, which gives... Well, an orange, I believe. So I can possibly make a way to get those to be renewable, if they aren't already. I've yet to check. That's a lot of things, though. Where exactly... I'm not used to the creative menu in Java, if not obvious. It makes... like it's sort of... I keep forgetting the button sets. I do not like it. That is not my respawn point. Okay, now back to the test. I wish I could do \kill_l. There's a bunch of mods in this. Some of them are purely visual. Actually, a good example is like something I want to try and figure out is how they do the procedural animations and things like cows and all that, where it actually reacts to how it moves. Like, I want to figure that out. And even then, I haven't yet restarted Everbloom Dandaloo's individual things again, which could be something I need to do. Okay, what does this take? So can I attach it to the creative solar panel? Okay. Okay, but can I... Semi-fluid generator. What does this buck do? Okay, don't know. That's a try and figure out later. So it said that this did good with the tank unit underneath. Just gonna make a bunch of drains. I feel like they were like... Things like this annoy me. Wait. Where did the water go? Again, that's what the creative testing world's for. Oh, it's an entity. Oh. Forgot. Hold in. Fluid amount. Okay, don't know how that works. Is there a quicker drain? No. Actually, I could probably... I'm sorry if this is slightly boring. I did not intend it to be, but after realizing what exactly I'm doing, it's probably boring. Should be noted that when I make the things for Lake Ever from Dandaloo, it will not like override that many of the recipes. It'll probably be more of a translation of recipes of newer versions. Like, I've seen the one for the name tag and the horse saddle. Something I would probably need to try is the liquid translator. Like, if I search liquid... No. It always gives me all those. Yeah. I don't know. Okay, this takes forever. What even do you use? Oh. What happens if I break it? Okay. Okay, so it's just buckets. If I go in, get the bucket, in, puts it in. I accidentally put up the launch pad. Things like the house I had made are things I already knew. Oh. Well, I guess that's why it's called extreme. Wait, what happens if I use, like, tank units? No. That would not work. Suppose it's just like a... I stand on it type of thing. 1, 2... It didn't launch me. happens if I put it here instead? Okay, I don't know how the launch pad works. So now the elevator and the drain works. Well, it's now time to plan. So what exactly do I want to do? What do I want to see? What can I make it out to be? What's there to do? There's a lot that I can do. There's a lot that I can be. I know that I want to be part of royalty. Don't know if I want villagers, or if I want to implement the armor stained thing. I don't even know if it's in this version, 1.21.4, I believe. Yeah. So what will it be? Oh, it should also be noted that I will not be adding biomes to the overworld or items to it. If I add anything, it will be, like, in its own dimension sort of type thing. Just constantly giving you something to work to get. So, how exactly would I want to build the castle? I really want to see what's in this cave. Because this is an entrance. It comes to an end. Notice that there's another cave nearby. Don't see its entrance. Oh well. So what I mainly wanted to do is try and figure out the palette. So I'm probably gonna just quickly clear this part off. I'll do everything I can to not use a, what's it called, flat world. Like, unless I'm testing, like, my own mod, of course. I might actually showcase what I have of that when as I make it. I still want to utilize an Aether of sorts if I can. Well, I might have to rename it due to copyright. Don't know for certain. There's a lot that I can do in this, though. Okay, what style do I want to go with? I'll mainly look at building blocks. There's a lot of grays, reds. Tungsten. tungsten. Oh, I can try and make it very specific. Those are rare, though, so I probably don't use them. Copper ball. Maybe. There's a block of coppers on the table. No. I know for certain I want to use amethyst. Resin bricks. I'm trying to use something I learned where I try and look at something as its pure color. Like, it's a very vibrant orange. That sort of. Maybe using something like stripped wood, warped hyphae, or even hyphae, warped planks. No, not that. What all could I use is what I'm trying to figure out. Because I'm going to try and make it a simple palette, at least for the main base build thing. I could introduce lapis, but that's relatively hard to get. How do you make purple? Popped coarse fruits. Oh. Wait, that means that these could be renewable by crafting, I believe. Yeah. But is this renewable? Relatively, I think. So, it's sort of renewable. Good to note. I could use it though, or was it? So I have a dark color for every color, roughly. Exposed. Oh yeah, I should use the waxed. I want to find a middle to these two. Put the bed up. Do I even have a bed up here? No. Just gonna sit there. Okay, now what I really want to find is the middle between purple and that. Not quite. Too bright. That might work. Is there any natural blocks? Could possibly use that. That would also give me like a reddish color I could work with. Should. Too vibrant. Yeah, I'm not really good at this. I might not even need a midpoint between these two, actually. That's still too vibrant. I'm gonna be trying to go for muted colors. Oh, I can get rid of that for that. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna completely get rid of that. That would also allow me to get something like terracotta. Is terracotta even renewable? That should give me a foundation and then the rest. So, the transition between these. Like, that seems like a good transition to me. Might have to think on it more, 'cause this might be too dark. Like gray terracotta, something in between. Maybe no. Dripstone. It's hard to get, but I could try it. That... Is that even good? I can remove this and use the gray terracotta, actually. Sleepy time. Not yet. I really want like a transition between this, though, to something else. I think those two would like work together. These three. Just gonna move everything over by one. Do I even want this texture now? It's more of a texture. Again, this is something very good to go over. Actually, I haven't even tried the hammocks yet. Set that there for now. Exactly. Like, how does this work? Where would be a good place? I guess probably in a cave. I'll probably cover this all up, so... There's not enough space. Something like this. Could it be so wrong? It's a good thing I'm trying to figure this out now, actually. So it has to be 4 long with enough space for it. Makes sense. I think. Now, looking over this palette, is there anything to change? Maybe getting more of the gray colors. Still gonna need that. Ooh. We can try and make a transition to that. Andesite, Relative light. Tough. So I can make an entire stone type thing. Yeah, I don't even use any stone often. Is there anything I can use bamboo with? Nope. Sapphire must serve for nothing by the looks of it. Might have to find a use for it. Okay. Well, this is one more pallet. Okay. So what could be next? Actually, a good idea would probably to fly high up. Because again, ghouls to look at it from like a distance or so. Okay, purple and amethyst. These two are maybe. I want to remove that. Actually, dirt is perfect. Take that one's place. Nee. So what am I gonna do about amethyst and purpurs? They're like those are slightly muted purple blocks. I don't know. This is something hard to choose. I haven't really thought of it yet. Oh, it would be extremely expensive, but that could be a good middle. Something close to a shrunk box by the looks of it. Again, too vibrant. Actually, I don't know if I could use coral. Don't really hope I don't have two shulker boxes. It's a perfect midpoint for my eyes. It's too deep. I wish crimson was a bit lighter. I'm just not going to use those. Does it impulse so directional? Yeah, the sides of the salt is better. Much better. Okay, I want to find like which side will work. No concrete. So it probably works better as that. That's not. Why even that? Looks right. Yeah, gun pellets are not my strong suit. Not obvious, I usually do things out of palette. So it's good to know though that there's an Enderman that would spawn. Well, it's time to check RNG. But I'm gonna do one thing that's special. I'd be able to do this otherwise. Oh yeah, I could use mob heads. I'm gonna put it into a maybe pile. Got 3 pallets. And infinite wooded wolf's head. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Put it up there. So this appears to be my palette. A group of 9 colors. I don't know if I'll do anything off camera. I know I will be working on the next episode though. Wish I could give us a little sneak peek. Let's find that all up there so I don't lose it. You know what, I'm going to wait till last minute. There's map to explore. Nah, never mind. I do like this little tool though. I have a slight idea for that. I also know that I want to have like a river run like this along all the rivers that are currently here and lead to the atoll, and also turn this into a proper atoll. And that's something I'm going to wait to do. Now this is a sneak peek at what there is that I have. I did get name tags. What was I doing back here? Well, as you can see, there's the dock. It has a head on it. I forget what the head was. Oh, yeah. I killed the pillagers that were causing problems. No longer a map. I've removed the major chicken coop. Johnny is not properly name tagged because, again, fishing. Which I don't know if I'm going to cut down the bamboo ever again. The dock, I tried my best to try and make it look like a gradient, as well as using rubber logs as the steps so that it kind of looks like it's like getting moist, like slightly rotted towards the bottom. As well as throwing jungle wood to make it look like someone's wet over here and then slowly drying off as they went along. This is all that I have fished up. I don't know if I'll ever use it. And over here in the house, I think it was upstairs. No. I made an anvil. And if you're the observant, you'll notice that Theodore, Jerry, Marley, and Bob have moved in here. And thank you to... we'll put it into the video itself, actually. You have to wait for that, I guess. Or actually just go to episode 1. The comments there. I also found fished up this 2 fishing rods with lure and 1 with mending with this fishing rod, which actually works quite well. I'm gonna put that up there, I do not want it. And I've died 2 more times, I think. Or I had removed them, I don't remember from where. It's about to go dark. I'm mainly fishing for this saddle, which is what I'm trying to work for. But once I sleep, I don't know what to do next. There's a lot that can happen. A lot that will. I just don't know for certain yet. Still deciding. The world can send you in many different places, each one different than the last. And if you never take the time to look at it, you'll never see it as it goes by fast. And again, the doctor allows me to get to this middle area. And lure 3, I think, makes it fish faster. But I'm just gonna fish for the last 4 minutes. Oh, my first lily pad. That's actually quite useful.